The Heart Part 6, Drake. Let's hear it out.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get in your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna diss you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted, I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I'd never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like, But just let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Okay. Drizzy is locked in.
Desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information.
All right, we got to pause here. This is a really important point in the song. Drake responding to multiple different things being thrown at him right now. Most importantly, this idea that like Kendrick knows people either directly or indirectly who are part of Drake's team, who have information. OVO's working for him. He's getting fed info. He's on the inside. Drake should be afraid of everybody around him, and so on and so forth. And Drake is claiming, again, he's general status. There's no such thing. Nobody's breaking. Everyone's standing up. And on top of that, we fed you false information that you put into your tracks. And he specifically later references the 11-year-old girl. Now, with that being said, this is something I've been seeing like a lot of Drake fans throw out onto the internet as of late, is like, oh, he lied to Kendrick and Kendrick just put it in the song without any proof and so on and so forth. And as of right now, there's nothing out there outside of what guys are just saying over beats to prove anything that's being said in either direction. However, I do have to kind of call bullshit on this. And I'm not saying that Drake has to be lying here. I'm not saying it's guaranteed Drake is lying, but if it was me, in fact, I think if it was any of you, I think any sensible person, especially with Drake kind of framing himself as like, yeah, we planned it for a week and you guys didn't even do the research. You just take anything that's said to you, so on and so forth. You don't have the foresight to this and that and the other thing. Like, did you not have the foresight to screen cap the DMs, record the phone calls? Like, that would have immediately been the first thing that I did after the release of Meet the Grams. Like, I wouldn't even put out a track. I would have put up that fucking DM screenshot. I would have put up that email. I would have put up that phone call. Whatever way you are feeding this information to this man, I would have uploaded that to the internet immediately to show that he's an idiot. Why would you allow this narrative that you're a PDF file downloader to fester on the internet for like 3-4 days? Drake's initial response to all of this was to post a picture of himself in his Instagram story. You've obviously been online. You've been responding. Why didn't you spend that time posting the means through which you were sending the false information? It doesn't make sense. Your reputation is on the line here, man. It would be much more damning to Kendrick's image than anything you could say in 5 minutes. Just saying.
She following Dave free and I missed the morale. You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving hard.
This is kind of another thing that Drake is kind of doubling down on from the last track that Kendrick's Dave Free, who I forget how he's connected to Kendrick and his work, but the allegations that Dave Free is actually the father of one of Kendrick's kids. It was actually DJ Academics. It's funny, it's DJ Academics, because of course it's DJ Academics, because DJ Academics posts every stupid little fucking thing that Drake tells him to post on the internet, whether it's accurate or not. And I remember he posted some shit like, Whitney doesn't even follow Kendrick, and she follows Dave Free, blah, 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 blah. And then there was like a Twitter community note saying that she never followed Kendrick. Like, that's also like his artist account. And simultaneously on top of it, like, he's also the father of her children. I would imagine that she probably has like really easy access to him at all times. I don't know if she needs to be following him on Instagram.
But today, and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole connection.
Now hold on a second. Like, if you think the whole point or the message or the story behind Mother I is just simply point A, point B, Kendrick got molested, I mean, number one, if that's actually what you think the track is about, just point blank, that's actually kind of gross that you would trivialize the guy's molestation. What the track is about is, on top of it, the song is deeply steeped in generational black trauma. But if my memory serves me correctly, it's Kendrick's mother who actually experienced, on at least a few points of the song in the past, and at a point where Kendrick describes, a violation, physical abuse as well. And as a result of that, when Kendrick says to her as a kid, no, my cousin did not touch me, she doesn't believe him. And it's that story, it's that part of the narrative that allows Kendrick to launch into this larger diatribe and analyzation of rape, generational trauma, and so on and so forth, and how the black community at large has not healed from this. And Drake is really fucking, I mean, he's showing a severe level of media illiteracy, which I'm not really surprised at, because this isn't about the level of like understanding that a lot of Drake's fans have of Kendrick's music. Again, if I can remember correctly, what he's saying there is not what you're claiming, and you're kind of getting it wildly wrong here. Again, you're, and this is why I think Drake right now is a little behind Kendrick. Drake is clearly not paying as close attention to Kendrick as Kendrick is paying to Drake, because Drake is literally describing Kendrick's songs incorrectly. Drake is paying attention to, oh look, Dave Free left a comment here, and Whitney doesn't follow him on Instagram. When if you're really going to pull the man apart and try to understand him and get in his head, you've actually got to observe him and pay attention to the things he's saying in his music.
Neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's...
Okay, all right. Well, that's obviously... We can't let that fly. Like what just happened with Diddy? Like... How many accusations have we seen come to light? Like, from really, 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 really famous people. You're too famous? I would like to think that if somebody as famous as Drake, did something on that level, like, it would come to light because he is so famous. I do think there is a valid argument there with that idea, but he put it in a really stupid fucking way. He put it in a really stupid, illogical way. Like, there's no such thing as being too famous to have assaulted somebody, to have been accused of being a PDF file downloader, so on and so forth. There's no such thing. Jeffrey frickin' Epstein. There's no such thing. That and I have to wonder, did Drake write that and think it was good? Did one of his writers write that and be like, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm too famous to do that. Yeah.
You thought you left D flat, D major.
Yeah, the A minor, B, you got to B sharp, D flat. Stop. Whoever told you that bar was clever was lying to you. Are we sure Kendrick doesn't have a mole in Drake's camp ghostwriting for him and telling him, yeah, hey, listen, this is, you're going to sound hard when you say this.
With Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog.
There's a video of you kissing a teenager, dude. Are you saying you wouldn't kiss a teenager twice? Like, there's a video of you kissing a teenager on stage, like earlier in your career. Like, did he not remember this? Like, are you saying you didn't look at the teenager twice when you kissed her? Like, oh, he just looked at her one time. Just one look, one kiss. That's the Drake rule. my God. Anybody who's 17, he's like, okay, look, I can only look at you one time. So just make sure you don't leave my eyesight, okay? I just want to make sure that I'm looking at you because I'm only looking once. So because it's the one look, it's got to be a long, just one long unbroken gaze. Okay. Like, again, that's that no blinking. Yeah. No blinks. Or you know what he does? He does like when he has to blink, he does this. We do an alternation. Okay. My gaze isn't breaking. I'm still looking at you. See, this one's getting dry. Gotta open the other one. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would never. Also, wait a second. Time. Hold on. I gotta listen to that bar one more time. Wait.
Whitney's not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager.
Wait. So wait. So again, to get a little bit deeper into it, he's saying he would give at least one look. He will look one time. Okay. All right. Hey, listen. All right. I'm just, I give myself a one look limit. No, man. When you think of some of these bars, you know, a teenager, I'll look one time, but not more than that. I limit myself. I like to, keep myself together within boundaries. Okay. Just the one look. Yeah. Views has more than one meaning. Yeah, they're going to retitle it to View, just one view, just a single one. All right, let's continue on. God.
I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent them
Okay, I mean, again, he's kind of doubling down on the domestic violence allegations there, obviously. Again, I feel like we're at a point where we need to be backing this stuff up. I mean, especially toward the end here with Drake being like, oh, I only speak facts. I'm only speaking facts. I'm a fact man. I'm a fact guy. Never mind the R. Kelly thing, but okay, well, where's the corroboration? And look, this is I'm not just trying to be unfair to Drake here. I'm not putting this strictly on Drake to do. I have expectations that Kendrick back up some more of the things that he's saying in his tracks as well. And I have said this. I've been on the record saying this. I'm just saying this now in relation to Drake because we're here talking about a Drake track. And it's like, okay, if you know this for a fact that this happened and whatever else it came of that, like, let us know. Let us know. Okay. And again, I feel like we're at a point where we need to be backing some of this stuff up, especially the idea that, like, yeah, I fed all you guys the information. Fed you that info, didn't I? I don't know. Did you? Show the class. Show the class.
Commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. and then you go and
Show us. Show us.
drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Okay, you heard it. Everything he says is facts. One look Drake. I'll give it this. The Heart Part 6, again, genius title move, and it's more consistent. It's more focused than Family Matters. But I think Family Matters started off on a real high. Family Matters started off high. Like in the first leg, I was kind of like, oh shit. Like Drake is on fire. Like he might do it. And then the drop off and the second part, and he's like, Ross, blah, blah, blah. And then the last leg of it, while he does put a lot of the most damning content in that moment, musically it's horrendous. A horrendous part of the track. The beat switch is terrible. His melodic flow is one of his weakest in a while. This is more consistent. This, I think, is more listenable. But Family Matters started sky high, in my opinion. And Push-Ups was effective. You know, it was a really effective pushback. But, I mean, in terms of just the back and forth between him and Kendrick, just simply, I thought Family Matters had a higher peak than this did. And less, frankly, less embarrassing moments, too, because again, the B sharp line sucks, and you totally got the fucking guy's song concept wrong. You're not even paying. What are you doing? Pay fucking attention.